Mike is changing the chilled water side stream filter. Mike first reads the flow meter. He then isolates the filter by closing the valves to stop fluid flowing through it. He drains the fluid stored in the canister, removes the canister holding the filter, and replaces the filter. Mike records flow rates and dates in the maintenance log. They replace this filter around every 6 months, more if needed. HVAC employees use a laptop to manage their workflow. They use a web-based program to check work orders and service calls. Another program has Building Automation Controls, BAC. Technicians can monitor and control HVAC units in each building on the NDSU campus. A work order for the showroom in Catherine Hall pops up, stating that the room temperature is very cold. Mike and Andy decide to go check it out. Andy and Mike are checking on a heating-cooling issue in a room at Catherine Cater Hall. The work order stated that the room was very cold. The thermostat temperature reads well below the set point. Mike uses the IR temperature tool to read the temperature of the room. It is 52 degrees. The room temperature matches the thermostat, so they know the thermostat is reading correctly. They don't hear the fan running and decide to check on it to see if that is the cooling issue. Andy takes the panel off the fan coil unit. He double-checks the voltages with a multimeter tool. He notices one of the wires is not plugged in all the way. He checks the pins and plugs the clip back in, and the fan starts up. Mike is looking up the unit on the monitoring program on his laptop and sees no alarms. He clears the work order once the fan starts. They will return to the room to verify the fan is blowing air. They leave a door tag stating the room was serviced and the issue has been fixed. Mike and Andy are doing general maintenance on the Catherine Cater Hall air handling unit. Mike shuts off the unit with automation control through his laptop. They replaced all 6 air filters. Mike checks over the variable frequency drive settings and sees no alarms. Andy checks the motors and blower wheels on the back side of the unit. They are all functioning well. This chiller is shut down due to a low flow alarm. The chiller's flow switch automatically shuts the chiller down when it stopped detecting proper flow. Andy checks the field controls. He tightens up a wire connection and operation resumes. Andy checks the flow switch conditions and voltage to ensure the flow rate. He verifies the indicator lights to see if the fluid is flowing. Eric is gathering a water sample to be tested and performing general maintenance on the cooling tower to ensure it is functioning properly. The tower will maintain a condenser water temperature set point in which the chiller can operate the most efficiently. Cooling towers are monitored by routine water testing. Eric is testing the cooling tower water for conductivity, PTSA, and bacterial growth. He documents the results. Eric verifies that the controller reading is accurate and can calibrate the chemical feed system if needed. Regular testing helps to determine if treatment is working properly. The absorption chiller uses steam to operate. Water comes from the cooling tower and goes through the machine to keep it cool. The chiller is how they cool the Van Ness building. Eric is performing general maintenance on the chiller by checking and recording start and stop times and the length of the run time of the machine. Eric purges air out of the chiller and verifies fluid levels and steam pressure. The chiller is connected to the automation system, allowing technicians to check on the machine on their laptops remotely. Craig is inside the walk-in cooler. He is adjusting the temperature in the cooler with the digital control pad. A password is needed to adjust the temperature. The evaporator, compressor, and other components adjust the temperature. The condensing unit is on top of the walk-in cooler. Craig climbs the ladder and removes the electrical cover to check the power and control components. He checks the electrical voltage and the refrigerant flow level. Craig decides he needs to reset the controller on the evaporator. The A. Glen Hill Center at NDSU features various laboratories where people can work on chemical processes. In one of the labs, a fume hood is not working correctly and is labeled with a yellow safety tag. Andy will use an anemometer to check the actual flow of feet per minute and the BAC. He checks the flow monitor and adjusts the monitor to increase airflow.